Let's go ahead and get started. Take your time feeling comfortable. You can relax the shoulders and relax the whole body here. Maybe just that initial deep breath to get you kind of started, to get you on your way. Please feel free to close your eyes at this time, but do not feel obligated. You might move through a little bit of a body scan here. So let's just go through that slowly. With your eyes closed, I just want you to think about your feet. Think about the connection of your feet right now to the surface beneath you. Try to relax through the ankles and the space in between your toes, your heels, the arch of your foot. Relax through your shins and your calf muscles. Your precious knee joints here are relaxed. They have fallen just gently open as a way to encourage that relaxation. We'll carry that awareness and softness up through the quadriceps, arriving at your hips. Checking in if your belly or your chest feels tense. And seeing if maybe those shoulders can fall down away from the ears a little more. Fingertips and wrists have softened. And then finally, traveling up through the neck, through your jaw and face. And then from this relaxed place, we're going to find 5 deep breaths, inhaling slowly. And if you can, back out through the nose. Good. 4 more. Surprising yourself with how big of a breath you can take. Last 3. Final 2. And here's your last one. Good. Thank yourself for showing up. You can invite some small movement to the body. Maybe wiggling fingers or toes, moving those shoulders around just a little bit. Maybe taking a gentle swallow. Keep in mind, throughout this class, you're always welcome to make adjustments or grab a sip of water or just make yourself more comfortable. Good. Eventually, hands are going to come down beside us. We'll start to really circle out through those wrists, kind of waking up through the joints there. Good. And then from here, hands can just rest back on the lap. Chin will re-tuck down to the chest. Good. From here, you're going to lift your gaze all the way to the ceiling. So coming all the way up. You don't have to drop it back unless that feels good. You'll find center. You'll then look over your right shoulder. You'll inhale to center. And you'll exhale and look over the left shoulder. Inhale and find center. Gently tuck your chin down. Good. Inhale, lift that gaze all the way up. And then exhale, just return to center. Pause here. Let's go through that once more. Take a full breath in. Tuck your chin down on your exhale. Good. You'll lift the gaze all the way up. Good. And then you can slowly find center. You'll look over the right shoulder. Try to peel that left one back just a bit. You'll come through center, and then we'll look as far over that left shoulder as possible. And then we'll come to center, and let's just relax here. Good. Loosen up those shoulders a bit more in case they start to tense up. And then you'll think about the legs here. Maybe start to wiggle toes. Maybe lift a leg or both of them. Can circle out there. Good. No rhyme or reason, just get out those initial little pops. Nice. Let's go ahead and let those feet come down, and we're gonna shift forward in our seat. So I like to remind you all halfway up is kind of a good place to be. So you've got space in front and space behind. Hands can come behind you. We're gonna bring those feet right underneath the heels. Pull the navel in. Let's start with our reaches. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, down through center. Any way you wanna let it go. 3 more. Big breath in. You're matching the pace. Exhale. Last 2. Good. Breath out. And your last one here. Big breath in. And exhale, hands can start to come down. Nice. Okay, this time let those hands relax. Take the feet a little bit wider. Just a little bit. Not time to go really far here. Toes are pointed just slightly out though. Inhale, arms will reach high. Lateral stretch, left hand falls, right arm reaches over. We've got a broader foundation this morning with those feet. Really press and anchor down through the right one. Good. Inhale, both arms will come up high, and you'll take it to that other side. Right hand can relax down. It can hang on to the chair. There you go. Your next inhale, we'll start to reach those arms up. We'll move with our breath. Exhale, reach it to the hallway. Inhale, hands come high. Exhale, you're reaching over. One more time, both sides. Inhale. Exhale, right arm is extending far over. Yep, inhale, big lift. And exhale, reaching that left arm over. Good. Both arms are gonna come up high. They'll come down through center. Find the knees, and we're gonna move through some cat and cow. Inhale, pull the chest through. You've got a bigger space here to kind of come into. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. Really tuck that tailbone. And you'll keep going. Good. Great breathing. 2 more rounds. Your expression of the movement. You can go as far as you'd like into it. Yeah, good. Last few. Good. And eventually we'll meet just in that neutral position. You'll inhale, sweep those arms high. Good. Down through center on your exhale. Hands find the knees again. This time you're taking a big circle. So you've got that broad foundation. Chest is floating to one side and then down through the middle. Nice. Y'all know this. Big circle. Okay, good time to just kind of check in with how your low back's doing, your hips. There's no rush, but you can start to move in the opposite direction when you're ready. Just at a pace that feels good. Good. One more full breath. Good. And eventually just making your way back up to that neutral position. And at this time, you can bring those feet in line with the hips once again. Right leg, we'll push it out in front of us. Heel comes down to the ground, toes lift. There you go. And then from here, you can start to kind of point the toes. After that initial flexion, see how it feels to point the toes. Good. Nice. And then let's find stillness here. What we're gonna do is step the foot back in and then lift the knee to our chest. So foot steps in, right knee comes into the chest. You're gonna grab it, give it a squeeze. Place the foot down and then send it out in front of you. Same side. Step the foot in, so you're lifting the knee, and then it lifts up really high, and then you'll place it down. We're gonna go 3 more here. Send it out, big extension, step it in, and then lift that knee, big squeeze. Yeah, good. 2 more rounds. If you want even more, you don't have to ever let that foot even touch the ground. Nice. And then let's go last one here, sending it out, stepping it in, and lifting that knee, big squeeze. We're gonna meet with that leg extended out in front of you. You'll sweep the arms high. We'll twist to our left. So hands falling to that left side of our body. Still driving away with that right heel. Crown pulls tall. We're gonna hold 2 more breaths. Nice job. We'll move next into our hamstring stretch. Inhale, arms reach high, and you'll dive it down over this right leg. This is your warm-up stretch. Doesn't need to be your deepest one. Your head drops in the direction of that right knee. 2 more breaths. Nice job. Good. And we can start to walk those hands up. Nice, you all. You'll just bring that foot in, and we're gonna switch sides. Left foot extends out long in front of you. Take a moment here, really press through that heel, and then you can start finding some other movements. Pointing the toes, circling out through that ankle a little bit. Nice, and as we move into the same thing we did on the other side, keep that core nice and strong. So we stay tall, you'll step your left foot in, and then you'll hug that knee into your chest, pull it to you. You'll then lower that foot down and extend it out long in front of you. Stepping it in, lifting that knee up, big squeeze, and just moving at your own pace. If we're going a little slow, you can always speed it up. You can always slow it down. There you go. And we've got 2 more rounds here. Stepping it in, I'm lifting that knee. Good. Taking that last one. Beautiful. Stepping in, lifting that knee, big squeeze. We'll meet with the left leg pressing out. Okay. Arms are going to sweep up. We'll twist now to the right. Hands falling to that right side of your body. You might have the right hand on your chair. Left hand could be on the knee. And then can we pull the shoulders down away from the ears a little more? There you go. 2 more breaths. Nice. And we'll move into the hamstring stretch. Arms lift up. Find your length out, hinging at the hips. As you carry that over now the left leg. You can use that right knee as a support system, but you also can kind of sink in between the legs so that the right knee isn't in your way. Making space if you need to. Check in if the neck feels a little tense. We have 2 final breaths. Good. And from here, we'll start to walk those hands up. Nice, y'all. I'd like to do a little bit of core stuff here, and then we're going to stand. So what I'll invite you to do is take your feet wider here. So maybe the widest you've come to so far in the class. You're nice and tall, and your hands can start by just finding that chair. We'll all begin with just a little step, and then if from the step you want to go into more of a hop, you can do that. Let me preface this by saying the higher you lift your knees, the more of a core workout you'll get, okay? So let's start together. Left foot is going to step and close in, and then your right foot's going to come and meet it. Left foot's going to open up, big step. You're lifting the knee as high as you can. Right foot opens. Good. And then we'll close again. Left. Good. Nice. Let's keep going. Left side opens, and then right side. Right side's going to lead now, okay? Right closes. Left closes. Right opens. Left opens. 1 more round. Until then, maybe we take it to a hop. Left's closing. Right's opening. Left's opening. Right's closing, left's closing. It's okay. Okay, let's take it into a hop if we want it. So let me show you what this is gonna look like. Core is pulled in. I'm gonna hold on to this chair. I'm lifting and stepping legs open. And they're gonna hop back in. Yeah. So if you're like, I'm not really about the hop, you don't have to do it. You could stick with that step. But again, we're trying to keep the spine really from moving at all. And you can hold on to that chair as much or as little as you'd like. There you go. All right, let's take 2 more breaths here. Not quick breaths, make them long. And then we'll meet with those legs coming back in. Take a little butterfly pose. Yeah, warms you up just a little bit. Good. Before we come to standing, you all, we're gonna let that chin tuck. Keeping your chin tucked, just begin to interlace your fingers, press your palms away, and then press that space in between the shoulder blades a little further behind you. 3, 2, and you can gently release, and your gaze is welcome to come back to a neutral one. Nice. Let's bring the soles of those feet down. We're gonna come to standing. So when you're ready, I know there's a lot of us in here. You can come behind your chair, but if you need to kind of push it forward so you've got some more space, that's no problem at all. Now is a great time if you need a little sip of water like I do. You can take one. Yeah, good. Okay, so coming behind our chairs, you're welcome to hold on to it as much as you need to. Shoulders are down. Think about the best posture you can have right now, okay? Keeping that neck in line, so not pushed way out here, but pulling the head and neck back. Let's come into our calf raises. Y'all know these, shifting into those toes, lifting those heels. We'll pause at the top. Nice. And again, chair is there for you if you want or need it. One more big breath while we're tall, and then slowly come down. Nice. 2 more just like this. You'll inhale and come up. We're going to lower down on our exhale. And then last one, big breath in. And then exhale, bring it down. Okay, we've done these variations before. They're kind of funky, but what I want you to do here is bring the heels a little closer together while your toes point a little further out. So kind of make a little V. The heels don't need to touch, okay? I promise we're not going to go through ballet or anything here. Shift into the balls of your feet. We're just doing the same thing. Lift those heels. You should feel this a little more through kind of the insides of those calves, those inner legs. And then let's come on down. 2 more that are a little faster with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Big breath in, lifting up, and then slowly coming down. Turn now those feet again. This one feels the funkiest, so that the toes are closer together and your heels point out slightly. Please don't go like super kind of like pigeon-toed here. We just want to have a little bit more of those toes in and heels out. When you're ready from here, shift forward just a touch to lift the heels, and then we'll come up. Hold here. 3, 2, slowly lower down. 2 more, a little faster with your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Here's your last one. Y'all are getting good. Inhale, and slowly lower down. Good. Let your feet find neutral. Pedal out those heels, maybe move the knees. And let's take our L shape here. Hands find your chair. Walk the feet back. And then you're slowly pressing head in between those arms. We're looking for a lengthened spine. I like doing this with a little bit of a bigger bend through my knees. It just feels nicer on my low back. Think about pressing your tailbone to the back of your space. We have 1 more big breath here, thinking of our body in an L shape. There you go. And then we'll start to walk those feet up when you're ready and just finding that neutral position behind our chair. Good. All right, moving with our breath here. So it feels fast at times, so just trust your breath. Right foot's going to step back. We'll take the first one slow just so you know where we're going. Hook your heel down for warrior 1. Your arms can lift, but they don't have to. Good, now watch what we're gonna do here. If you can, you're gonna fly the hands back and float the chest over your left thigh. Inhale, arms sweep high. They're gonna find the chair, step up to it. And then you're gonna switch. Left foot steps back, sweep the arms high. That's an inhale. You'll then start to fly the chest over the right thigh. Don't lift the back left heel. Inhale, arms relift. Find your chair and step it up. Good. Right foot. Step it back, warrior 1. Your step doesn't have to be big. Good. Chest starts to fly over that front left thigh. It's like you're about to take a huge jump. And then you'll lift the arms back up. Find your chair. Exhale, step it up. Inhale, left foot steps back. Arms sweep high simultaneously. Fly the chest over the right thigh. Hands reach behind you. Inhale, reach them back high. Exhale, find the chair, step up. Let's keep going. Right foot, step it back, sweep the arms. Good, fly the chest over the thigh, launch mode. Inhale, reach high, full breath. Step it up to the chair, exhale. Nice, other side. Inhale. Good, chest flies over the thigh, exhale. Strength, inhale, lift. Step up, find the chair. We have one more round, okay, one each side. Inhale, right foot back. Chest flies over the thigh. Inhale, arms reach high. Step it up to your chair. Last one. Left foot steps back. Hook the heel down and rise. Fly the chest over the thigh. You got it. Inhale, reach high. Step up to that chair and just relax. Notice your heart rate. Moving with that breath. Sheesh. Bring some heat a little bit. Let's keep going because that heat's good, okay? Shoulders here are down. Arms are going to reach high. At the top, find some kind of connection. Pointer and thumb are fine. A butterfly lock. You could just kind of try to pull them toward one another. Now from here, pull the navel in. Find that little tuck of your pelvis. It's small but subtle, okay? We're going to reach over to your left. On your exhale, hold. Yeah, good. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach high. Other side. Exhale, take it over. The challenge here, as I know y'all are feeling, is pulling those biceps by ears and keeping the arms as straight as you can. 3, 2, inhale, come high. Just release that grip. Exhale, let the hands relax. Nice. Okay, we'll go for warrior one here. Right foot will step back. Now, if you want to lift the arms, you can. If you're still letting the blood kind of rush back into them, you can keep the arms low and powerful. You're facing your chair here, so your hips are facing forward. We're going to take one more breath. Full exhale. Good. Start to open up for warrior two. Right hand starts to pivot you open. You're going to turn that back right foot so that it's parallel with the back of your mat or the back of, or one of these wood planks for us in this instance. Good. Opening up through the chest. Good. Let's all peek down and make sure that that front left knee is not collapsing in. We're encouraging it open. You'll reach forward. So left hand starts to kind of come over the chair. Flip that palm and you'll tilt it back so long as you feel stable enough. Left hand goes high, right hand's relax. We still have that bend in our left knee, back right leg is straight. Inhale, warrior two. You'll then rest this left hand or forearm either at the chair or thigh, but we'll bring that right arm high. Now, think about your right glute and give that right glute a squeeze. Let's move through this one more time with our breath. Inhale, warrior two. You'll reverse it on your exhale. Don't move the legs. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Nice. Find your warrior two. Good job taking your time there, you all. Right hand's gonna come to meet the left. You're gonna pivot, find that chair, and we're gonna stand tall, but pull the right knee up with you. So as you come to standing, you may have to push that chair. You're gonna hug that right knee up and toward the chest. Circle out the right ankle, roll those shoulders down. Nice. And then right knee can open. And then you can take your tree pose when you're ready. So that right foot can come to the inside. And you get a little bit of stillness. Good. No judgment, no competition. You're not competing with anyone. Good. Y'all are doing awesome. When you're ready from here, you're going to take the right foot and think a curtsy lunge. So as it kind of unravels, you'll step it back behind you at an angle, and then you'll slowly bend both knees, and then you'll step up and just stand tall. Nice. I like to think with that curtsy lunge, think about going straight down. I've told you all this before, but you kind of don't want to be like tweaking those knees, any funky directions. It's just a straight down kind of thing. Nice. All right, let's do that whole thing on the other side. I'm just moving this chair around so I stay facing you all. So from here, we're gonna step the left foot back for warrior one. Hook the heel down first, and then we can start to reach the arms high if we want to. Good. Really strong and stable legs here. So the feet are pressing into the ground. One more big breath here. Good. Open up to warrior two when you're ready. That left hand now comes to the back of your space. There you go. We'll all take a moment to peek down at the right knee this time. If your right toes are not pointed all the way forward, go ahead and make that little adjustment to protect the knees and hips. Nice. Right hand reaches forward. You'll flip your palm and you'll tilt it back. There's your reverse warrior. Beautiful. Relax through your left arm and your right hand goes high. Yep, nice. Yep, no problem. Inhale, find your warrior two. You're not in a rush. Exhale, your right hand finds the chair or your thigh and the left arm reaches high. Squeeze through the left glute. Maybe press the hips toward, in front of you. So you're not trying to turn to the chair. You're really pressing them open. We're going to move one more time with our breath. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Good breathing. Exhale, side angle. Nice. Find your warrior two. Good. You'll start to bring left hand to meet the right. Pivot your body. This is not a race. As you stand tall, you might need to take a couple little steps. You'll bring the left knee this time into the chest. You can pull those shoulders down. Not about how high you can get it right now. We'll circle out that ankle. Good. Begin to let this left knee open. Good. 3, 2, and then you'll find your tree pose. You can make that connection either above or below the knee. Let's try not to press that heel into our precious knee joint. Good. Yeah, nice. Remember, even if we're holding on to something, we're still building strength through that standing leg. Let's find 2 more breaths. Okay, we're moving into that curtsy lunge. So unravel gently. You'll step that left foot back behind you without fail. And you'll take that little curtsy lunge and you'll stand tall. And then you can shake that out. Good. We're going to just kind of pedal out here a little bit. And yeah, feel free if you feel like you need another kind of time with that curtsy lunge or just to see how it feels, you can do that. But we're going to, I promise I never did ballet. Y'all know I don't really do that. Let's move into our warrior 3, some balancing work here, okay? So hands at the chair just to start. You're going to begin to hinge as you press that right leg back behind you. Okay, nothing fancy with our warrior 3 today. We're keeping it pretty simple. You've got a slight bend through your left knee, and you should feel that left glute being activated. Good. And after all, the hip that we are training is that standing one, that standing left hip in this instance. We have one more big breath. Nice. Okay, y'all stay with me. Stand tall, but don't let that right foot touch the ground, okay? Now you're going to take it out to the side. And then you're going to bring it back in. Good. Check your posture just real quick. Make those adjustments. If your chair is out of your reach, you can do it. We have 3 more. Sending it to the side and bringing it back in. Good. To the side and back in. Nice. Bring it to the side and back in, and then just relax. You can let that foot come down and you can pedal it out. Good. When we think about doing those leg lifts, try to envision your heel leading the movement as opposed to that toe. It's a completely different rotation with the hip. We want to really activate that glute. So the heel is pressing first. All right. Warrior 3, other side. Y'all are doing great. From here, weight shifts into that right leg. Your chest is lowering as that left leg presses back behind you. You're welcome to hold the chair, but if you feel like you want to bring one hand back behind you, you can. Just you and you, focused. Navel's pulled up and in. Last 3, 2. Now stand tall, but don't let that foot touch the ground, okay? And we'll take it to the side when you're ready. And then back in, again, thinking about the heel leading that movement and back down. Nice, last 2 here. Send it to the side, back down. Last 1, good job keeping that foot hovering, you all. And bring it back down. You can relax when you're ready and shake it out. Let's take one last L shape and then we're gonna come on down to mats, okay? Hands find that chair. You can start to press those hips back and press the head gently in between the arms. And friends, if you feel like you want to take it into a very gentle fold, you could do that, right? Maybe walking the hands down the chair. You could reach toward the ground. You also could reach for a block if you had one, or maybe just rest elbows on knees. Last 2 breaths. Okay. Please take your time. Starting to walk the hands up. Your chest and heart is coming up as well. And you can relax those shoulders down. At this time, for this class, we're going to move the chairs so the back wall is out of our way. We'll grab a mat if we do want to do this portion, the rest of class down here. Yep, doesn't need to be fancy. You can always grab a little sip of water. Good. No, I have no problem. I would just go and bring them out there. They can do their thing out there. Probably like to do it there anyway. Somebody else out here. All right, lovely people, we'll come on down to our backs.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
You're welcome. All right, you all. Did we miss one? Let me grab one.
Oh, there we go. I don't know. I don't know. Let me move up. I can move over. Yeah. Yes, that.
That's what I'm about to offer you all.
Here,
We're out of math.
come lay on mine. Come do mine, and I'm good.
Just an option to share with y'all though, what we can do is you can put a bolster kind of under your hips or your tailbone really is what I mean, so that you're not lying flat on the hard ground. That could definitely help. You can also grab another one, put it underneath your head, so your head's not on the hard ground. But this works well too, someone's used this before. And probably won't fit the whole body, but. I'm gonna set this here. I know we're okay. Let's meet with our knees hugged into our chest, shall we? I'll bring you a little leather over just in case. All right, knees are gonna hug into our chest. under the knees,
Yeah.
even under the feet, just the hard parts of the ground will bother me. Okay. So lying on our backs, hugging the knees to our chest, we'll all kind of meet there. Nice. You can circle out through those ankles a little bit. Good. Take a nice full breath in through the nose. Good. Good. Gently relax and let the feet plant down to your mat. Hands are going to anchor down beside you. We're going to take a few variations of bridge pose here. Your first one is classic bridge pose. You'll press through the feet and lift the hips. When you get to the top, just hold. There we go. Nice. One more breath. And find that sweet release. You can come on down gently. Tailbone touches the mat. And then gently hug the knees into your chest. There is no rush on that come down. Good. From here, you'll press both feet up toward the ceiling, looking for straight-ish legs. It's okay if they're not super straight. It's okay if they're shaking a little bit. That's all right. So long as we're not trying to push through pain. Good. Take one more big breath. Nice. And gently relax those feet down to your mat. Okay. We'll press through them for our second round of bridge pose. Lifting those hips. Squeeze those inner thighs toward one another. So you want to keep the knees and those ankles in line. Now I'm going to provide an option here, an invitation. You don't have to take it though. Okay. You're going to come onto your right tippy toe. So you're lifting that right heel. Now, if you want more, you could lift that whole leg. Okay. But you don't have to. Take one more breath. And then you'll let that heel come down. And then you're going to come into that other side. And you're going to lift left heel and come onto the tippy toes. One more big breath. And then you'll slowly come down. Take one more inhale. Lift the hips a touch higher. And then lower all the way down. Good. And just relax. Knees can hug into your chest when you feel ready. Good. From here, you'll start to press both feet, you're welcome, up toward the ceiling. Once again, looking for straight-ish legs. Good. Now, this time, don't feel like you need to be still with the legs up here. You can bring in some little movements. You might want to really circle out through those ankles or bicycle out the legs or a big V shape. We'll take one more big breath. Good. And then gently soften the knees and place your feet down. Okay. This is your last round of bridge pose. Okay. We'll inhale and lift the hips. You're deciding how high you want to lift here. The whole point of this is to create space through the front of your body. Okay. Think about your belly button pressing up toward the ceiling. Okay. Now, option here to once again do what we did last time, lifting through that right heel. If you want more, you could lift that leg straight up and pretend like you're stamping through your ceiling. You're keeping the hips elevated the whole time. When you're ready, gently bring that right foot down or right heel down and you're switching. Okay. Left heel maybe just lifts. Good. I see you all challenging yourselves. Beautiful. Yep. 3, 2, keep the hips lifted. Just find regular bridge pose. One more big breath. And then slowly lower down. You'll hug the knees into your chest. That's typically what the body wants after that. But if you want something else immediately following that bridge pose, you can do that. Good. Take one more full breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to let the feet find the mat, but let your knees, both of them, fall over to the right. So they're going to fall to the right. I personally like kind of bringing my arms out a little wider here. The support of the ground at the backs of the arms and shoulders can feel really nice. We're gonna spend a few breaths here. Good, one more full breath. In your own time, knees will travel through center and then fall to your left. Your gaze can be anywhere that's comfortable. Something to keep in mind with this, if your top knee, so in this instance, it would be your right knee, feels like it's just kind of hovering, it doesn't have much support. Placing a block or a bolster, or if you're on a pillow, in between the legs can just really help with that. If you think about when you're sleeping at night, sideline position, right? Sometimes bringing a pillow in between the knees or the shins or ankles can feel really nice. It's the same thing here. Last 2 breaths. Good. We'll bring the knees to center. Please keep your left foot planted. Send your right leg up to the ceiling. And at this time, we'll bring the hands to wrap around that left leg somewhere, okay? And just remember, if you're in a position where you want to, you're at home and you've got a yoga strap or a long sleeve shirt or something to kind of wrap around that foot, you can always do that. But your left foot is planted, your right leg is straight up. There you go, good. Yeah, nice. And then please just focus on 2 more breaths. Good. You can gently switch, planting that right foot, and then lifting your left leg to the ceiling, sending it straight up, and then keeping that leg straight. Maybe using your hands or that prop if you have one to kind of draw that whole leg closer to you. Good. Now is a great time in the class to just start kind of closing your eyes and dropping that gaze more inward. You have 2 more breaths. Good. When you're ready to release, that foot can find your mat. You'll let the soles of them come together. Knees will fall open for our butterfly pose or any variation of this that feels good for you. Using 2 blocks kind of under the knees or anything like that to support you. Let all of the muscles in your face begin to relax. So your jaw is no longer clenching. Those tiny little itty bitty muscles surrounding the eyes aren't squeezing to keep the eyes tightly closed. And at this time, you all, if there's another way you would like to end this session, you can move into that now. It might be that simple press of the legs long. It might be sending those arms a little longer beside you or further out beside you. Let your breathing just fall to a natural pattern, a natural rhythm. I'd like to offer these final affirmations just as we conclude this class. Take a slow breath in just as you simply hear them and hold them close. I make a positive impact simply by being my authentic self. Even though I can't see what's ahead, I trust that I am on the right path. I say yes to my highest potential. No matter what happens, I remain aligned with faith, trust, and love. We'll take 2 more big breaths. And at this time, you can move into any kind of closing gesture you might have. Maybe bringing hands to heart or resting them anywhere else. From this place, we'll consider our foreheads as we honor our thoughts and our minds. We'll then consider the lips as we honor the words that we speak. And finally, hands at heart to honor all that we do. And the light and love within me sees, honors, and reflects the same light and the same love within each of you. Thank you all so much for being here, and namaste.
Namaste.